Good timing. I'll take that. We are in World 2 now. It's Coyote time. I'm not sure how to play SMW with Coyote time, but we bachelor food, and I'm desperate to cook for myself, but don't actually want to cook anything for myself. Alright. So, Coyote time. Which I'm assuming is what I think it is. You can jump in midair if you did jump to get there. Okay. You can jump. Okay, so I will get my jump back here. Wait, okay. I gotta run off here, and then I'll get my jump here. Okay. Okay. Cool. She's on Bunbun. True.
I'm Bunbun and I'm feeling fine.
Alright, let's go one more time back to the brown platform. Please and thanks. Oh, thank God. Okay.
You get it?
I think so. I think that's an H.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna hope that's an H. That's an H. Mar says it's an H. H.
Yeah, boy.
Okay. Maybe the ceiling doesn't need to come up. Maybe we need to manually move the brown platform lower before attempting the jump, which is what you intended. True. I guess the main issue I was having with that, though, is that when it was lower, I kept running into the floor, but I guess that's also just timing, right? So really, outside of that specific jump maybe feeling a little tight, I felt like it was pretty much perfect as is. Oh, there was one weird thing that I had happen where I was able to partially respawn part of the first bullet wall. So like that part where you have to kind of like let the 4 bullets pass by or whatever. I was able to let them pass by as I was going to the left, but then when I was trying to do the double back to kill the bullets that were coming, you can't cheese anything with them? Okay. I more just wanted to point out that that was possible because I just remembered that that was a thing. It didn't affect anything like you said, but you also don't have to do the double back. I didn't think so. But I also struggled to get by it by just running through. I wasn't sure if that was just me being weird about it or whatever. But cool. Alright. We got 1.5 exits today in Sayonara. Items, I think.
Oh, yep.
Okay. I mean, I guess that works. No! I'm glad I thought to do the double jump again. Oh, I wanted to read that message box. I don't know how to read that message box, but that's okay. We got the clear. I guess that's all that matters. So, very cool level, honestly. I really like the idea of doing a double jump level, but having a restriction behind it, so you always have to kind of work around that restriction. I did the first half on the last stream, so I don't exactly remember enough to give good feedback for that one.
Should I switch from Follow the Wind to Oathkeeper? So this is one that I have right now.
The only reason you had that one equipped was for draw, because it helps with the orbs of the
So I
previous
should do
boss.
this one?
Yeah, that one's better. In the second half, I feel like the only jump... No, it's okay. I feel like the second half, the only jump that I had an issue with was the jump where after you activate the second coin block and then land on the platform, you jump up, hit the coin block, land on the platform, do the runoff, land back onto the platform, and then jump back up. And that jump back up, I sometimes felt like I was getting it, and then I just, like, the mole wasn't in the right spot. I don't know if there's a way to loosen that, really. I also, on the first attempt or two, was confused if the platform was gonna, like, slide along those, like, 1F0 looking clouds, since those platforms do normally, like, fall and slide onto 1F0. I think it's the other one, actually. The path's over that way.
Okay. There were two, so I couldn't tell which way.
Alright, we'll try to get a little bit farther on this level before we switch over for the race today. Oh hey, it's the Trauma Center song.
Trauma Center, Trauma Center,
I don't know what to do for those. Okay.
A game show stand. I didn't even know that. I don't know. I'm not really seeing anything that I want to put out there. There's a heart.
I don't really know what to do with this ending obstacle, Mar, if I'm being honest. Because I feel like I was almost closer doing it the speedrun strat way, and I feel like that would be the way that I would probably still be trying to do. But I don't see the other, apparently easier way. Because, like, in my head, it makes more sense for the fish to basically be coming down.
This was, but I already have one.
As these fish are going to the left. But I haven't been able to time that so it actually happens.
Right. I really want it, but I want the pink one to match the chair. I have the blue gamer desk, but the pink chair. I do need to actually start getting that though. I don't have a pink one of these in here. Interesting. Hopefully I can start getting stuff from the DLC.
But I guess it doesn't really feel like impatience to me.
Well, they do sell food there sometimes.
Like, it's more just I don't know what the timing actually is. Because, like, I could jump over these fish all day, but...
Alright, I'll put a menu out there. And that might be... doable.
Okay. was that the intended way and I just needed to time it better? Because that felt honestly just as tight as the other way, but... H. Okay. Or does this fish just keep chilling and not actually go in the water? Just jump back over the fish again and catch the rip van fish from the right side of the platform.
This is not ready for outside this one.
Oh, he rises in the tide? Yeah, I gotta be honest, I had no idea about that. Because I thought he just fucking sunk and just kept sinking, and that's why I kept trying to catch him over there. It is water for sprites, but it also doesn't feel that way, I guess.
And then I'm gonna forget why I ordered it. That's okay. That's alright. Or as long as you're gonna keep us, would you be interested in buying it from me? I mean, how dry is it? If it's too dry, then I would not have room.
So I think the reason it confused me more is because this is the first Rip Van Fish in the level. And while you had taught me that these fish and platforms and stuff had normal physics like that, until I got to here and was told that the fish would rise again, that did not really occur to me as being possible at all. And I'm not sure if there's a way to like implement a Rip Van Fish earlier in the level. I don't know. I see what you're coming from, but it also, to me, felt like a regular use of a Rip Van Fish here, like without tide water, where I just had to catch it on the way down. And I guess, had I waited longer, I would have seen that the Rip Van Fish would have floated up. But it felt like it was too tight for me to wait there, if that makes sense. And like, honestly, the obstacle's probably fine. There's probably nothing to tweak to it. But it did feel like I was punished for not remembering that Rip Van Fish floated up. Because, like, if there would have been a way to, like, see that the Rip Van Fish didn't even, like, immediately die right there, I feel like it would have not really been that big of a deal, I guess. But because I was immediately put into a situation where it didn't really feel like I could wait, outside of just jumping back over. But, like, here, it doesn't really feel natural to wait while this fish wall is coming towards you and the Rip Van Fish is coming towards you. Enough to see that the Rip Van Fish actually comes up, I guess. And, like, again, it's probably fine. Like, more advanced players will probably remember that a little bit more easily. But in my head, that Rip Van Fish was not raising back up at all, and that's why I got kind of locked in on it. And I more just kind of wanted to vocalize it more than anything, because I was trying to figure out why that obstacle stumped me for as long as it did. Again, it was probably me, but because the Rip Van Fish specifically hadn't really been in the level before then, I was not in the mode to think of Rip Van Fish like floating back up again, which did make that obstacle feel... I was just thinking you might like a little color rug by your feetsies at the gaming desk, because you do like...
Yeah, I might have one. I don't know. I'll do another story round. Just
Perfect. Somehow I fell fast enough to actually catch up to that Yoshi again. Apparently Yoshi just falls really slow. Also, I figured out if you just let that platform bounce 3 times, you're like guaranteed to get that run under there. There we go. Okay, cool level. The only thing that I really struggled with, I think, was the midway. Oh, we're underwater now. That was a silly scroll. I I liked that level. The only jump I really struggled with, I think, was the one right before the midway, and that's because I got a little locked into the speed strap for a bit. Second half, honestly, don't change anything about it. People are gonna really struggle with that disco part if they don't remember to spin. I think that spin strat, honestly, is way more consistent than whatever the bounce was gonna be, so I would not be surprised to see if people just, yeah, thanks. I feel pretty good about that. The second half did not take very long at all. You did not spin on it? Yeah, honestly, if you just do like a really quick spin out, do a quick spin out to get the disco to like curve over and then just immediately do another spin, you almost always have the well, I'm glad that I did something that neither of y'all did, I guess. Let's go ahead and check out this level. I'm still feeling like testing for a Whew! God damn! Sketch. We'll take that. Okay, cool segment. I don't really have a ton of feedback for that part, honestly. No, that was fine. The only feedback I really have, honestly, after playing the first half, is the first jump specifically still felt a little tighter than the rest of it. Like, it just felt like I put a lot of work into getting over that wall a lot of the time, and I feel like I could have potentially learned the first half a little bit faster. Honestly, though, outside of the first jump, I feel like the rest of that was pretty much perfectly fine. Very fun, and good use of Wiggler. The screen stopped scrolling last time, and that's what fucked me up so much. Okay. GG. Cool level.
Did you do it?
Yeah.
Oh my god, good job, I missed it.
Thanks. So, thoughts. There was that one spike in the first half that I mentioned that was kind of a pain to get over. I think it was the first jump, actually. The first jump of the level was a little tighter than I felt like it needed to be. And the hammers in the first half were a little harder to see in some spots because of the leaves. I don't know if there's really anything that can be done about that, but kind of just wanted to mention it again before I forgot. The second half, the only jump that like really tripped me up was the jump where you had to like shoot off of the wiggler that shot straight up, and like also get a good bounce off of it. Then like immediately land on the up and down pipe. The jump right before the chuck, I ended up finding up timing for, like, no matter what bounce I got off the wiggler. Thank you for the G's, bud. And thank you for the G's, everyone. Very happy to beat that level. Very hard level. But very cool. This hack has a lot of very creative, and because they're creative, they get away with being very difficult segments. Which is a good thing, because difficulty just for the sake of difficulty is not very fun. But difficulty that is, like, well placed and well designed, and things are only difficult because they, like, actually have to be, feels good to finish. guess I died to that. Oh, how do I get this? Because I can't jump. I sure hope this is an H that you get. Because I can't jump still. H question mark still?
Absolutely the perfect place to rain on. I obviously want to do it all the time. So enjoy your food. And thank you so much for the raid. Everyone, welcome in. How are you doing? Thanks so much for coming on that raid. Y'all caught me kind of right as I was done with this letter, I think.
Whew. Okay. Cool fight. Honestly, I don't really have anything to recommend for that fight. I got into a weird rhythm where I kept just running into the ceiling over and over again, honestly. But all things considered, I feel like I got through that pretty fast. I feel like I was only out there for like 10 or 20 minutes. Mar, hi. How's it going? The first half of that level shredded me. The second half was not too bad, but the first half absolutely destroyed me. Specifically the last part of the first half where you had to like kick the platforms to basically have the right one fall a little bit faster. I had a weird rhythm with it where I was like freeing some of the platforms a little bit early, so it didn't line up quite as right. I can make it more clear with the clear vid and stuff later, but I just wanted to mention it since you were here. But overall, a fun level. Also, hi. Solid gold.